Hey guys, it's Ashlena. Welcome back to my channel. Hello to my subscribers, my patrons, my super thankers, to everyone who supports this channel. Hello. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Ashlena, and I do reactions to all different types of genres. So go check out my homepage and do a little search for your favorite artist. And if I haven't done it, go to the comments and tell me to do it. Simple as that. So happy Ren Thursday. I just made that up. No, I won't be doing a video every Thursday on Ren. But today is a special day because I'm doing Money Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 in 3 different videos. Just because I heard that the third one is about 10 minutes long and then I'm going to react to it. It's going to be about 15 minutes. I feel like a 30, 45-minute video is probably a waste of a lot of people's time. So I'm going to break them down into 3 videos. So if you're watching this is Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 are live at the exact same time. So go check them out. They will be linked in the description below. Okay. Let's do this. I've reacted to a ton of Ren so far. Obviously, I started with High Ren. We're not going to talk about that. I did Murderer, The Tale of Jenny and Screech, Chalk Outlines, Ocean, Murderer again, because it was the acoustic, and like Murderer is like my favorite Ren song. And then I also did Lost All Faith. So let's jump into Money. I'm really excited. I was actually going to do Part 3, and then I asked my patrons, I was like, should I just do all of them, or can I just do Money Part 3 without having to watch Money Part 1, Part 2? And they think it's a better idea if I do all 3. So like, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get into it. Okay, we all know that I love Ren. I think he is a genius. He's an amazing storyteller, and he also is a sick guitarist. So I'm very excited. Heads up, I got bronchitis, so just deal with the vocal fry. Cool? Great.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered our savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants, when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. and also colonised by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonise a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Oh, he's got a mic on. That's why it sounds like the fan going. Huh. What are you doing, Ren? I hope that's water. Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That video is crazy. I want to dive into the lyrics for a second, just because there are a couple of parts I didn't really get. He's a fast rapper. I'm going to read them really quickly. If you want to skip through this, feel free. Strange times we're living in. World can put fear in ya. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through the parliament interior. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theories strike fear in weary-minded men. When we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose. But who's fooling who? But who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes. I'm pained. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame. That makes greed a game. That lets the whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. Money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves. Turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer, his finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, blame, blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all a part of this old money game. I'm going to skip the choruses from now on. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support the ideas that keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. When did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racial slur or insult we make. There's an irony in freedom because us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you'd never keep yourselves. If your country was in flames, you emigrate yourselves in a second. Still, you spit your venom demonizing immigrants when really you're an immigrant, because all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. The irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain. And yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Wow. You know, like just reading this, it's absolutely like a letter. Like it's literally just like a beautiful letter written to the world, especially the part like, Dear Mr. President. It's literally a letter to the president. I agree with every single word he wrote down and sang and rapped. This is an awesome song. I feel like a lot of people need to listen to this song because it's so truthful, and I feel like Ren is really just a very small light in the darkness of trying to get real world issues out there. And I'm so proud that he's got the #2 album right now in the UK. And there's still, I think, 3 days or 2 days left for him to hit #1. So I'm really hoping that happens for him. New top 40. And yeah, so in 2 days, there will be a new top 40 in the UK. So I'm really interested to see how he does. So crazy. Yeah, the song is great. The video, I'm going to just go to the original video and see if he says anything in his description. Doesn't really say what the song, like the music video is about, which is fine. So whatever, we'll just leave that as it is to everyone's own perspective on the music video itself. But for me, I just say it's completely fascinating whoever was behind that mask playing guitar and having to play without probably not being able to see. So that's pretty amazing. But again, like that song doesn't seem like the hardest song to play on guitar, but like you have to remember when Ren kept stopping him and then making him play again, he still hit the right note. Like I'm a guitarist, so I understand like when you stop for a second, you move your hand out of the way, whatever, you go back, you kind of are like, oh, I'm off by a note. And then sometimes you start playing without looking and you're like, oh, wrong fret. And then you fix it. But like that was perfection. Also, the cinematography, whoever filmed this, it was awesome. I was told by a patron this was done live, so even Ren's singing was live, rapping was live, the guitar was live. It was just all done in one take, which is insane. So I can't even imagine the amount of effort it took to like get this filmed in one take. I don't know how many takes it took. With Ren's luck, it probably didn't take that many because he's just so good at what he does live. But it's super impressive that he films his videos like this. Like, it's crazy. It would make sense for an artist to film a video like this in one take and have the music over top so you don't have to actually sing it live, and that way you don't fuck up. But he does it live, and it's so impressive. So good. All right, guys, don't forget to go check out part 2 if you're watching this. Maybe you're not watching them in order, and I guess that doesn't matter if you've seen them all already, but feel free to check out my other 2 videos that I'm uploading today. So if you're watching this, the other 2 are live right now. All of Ren's information is below. Go check him out. If you are in the UK, go buy his album. Let's get him to #1. I think that would be so cool. So for all you UK fans out there, go do what you got to do. And I know he's doing like a giveaway as well, so go check that out. If you want to support my channel, I do have a couple ways to do so. You can subscribe, like, comment, turn your notifications on. If you want, I do have a Patreon, and there are other ways in the description below that you can support my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and you can join my Discord server where there is a Ren text channel if you guys want to chat with me about Ren and give me some ideas on what to do next. And then let's get into my vinyl of the day, which I probably should switch out for the next 2 Ren videos. I might do that. This is Ray's My 21st Century Blues. It is absolutely a masterpiece. I would love a Ren and Ray collab. They're both UK artists. They're both independent artists. I think that would be an amazing collab. If you haven't heard this album and you're into dance, blues, R&B, pop, hip hop, she does it all. And it's from start to finish. It is a fucking beautiful album. Please go check it out. She also had the #2 spot in the UK, and she lost to Shania Twain, who's a Canadian. And I heard that album. I also reacted to that Shania Twain album. It was not a good album. I'm not sure how that happened. But again, independent artist versus global superstar who has all the backing from every fucking label shit and whatever. So that makes sense. But Yeah, she just released a live version of this album at Royal Albert Hall where there's a symphony accompanying her as well as a choir, and I can't wait to hear it. Still debating if I should react to it or just listen to it on my own time. But yeah, go check out Ray. She's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go watch part 2 and part 3. See ya.